If you're new here, hit subscribe before we dive in, because this story goes deeper into darkness than anything you've heard before. And trust me, you'll want to be here when the truth finally surfaces. The manhunt began long before dawn broke over Crescent City. Sirens wailed across the coastline as officers swept through the redwoods, hunting for an inmate no one ever expected to see outside a cell again. Marcus Hale, a former gang enforcer serving life at Pelican Bay State Prison. He wasn't just dangerous, he was the kind of inmate the system buried inside the security housing unit, a place designed to crush even the strongest minds. Yet somehow, Marcus was gone. Hours earlier, guards found a pool of blood in his isolation cell, but no body. No signs of a struggle. No forced exit. Just a message carved into the concrete wall. You locked me away, but you never looked close enough. Detectives assigned to the case were baffled. Lead investigator Dana Rourke studied the crime scene carefully, noting the impossible details, the untouched door, the disabled cameras, and a set of footprints that suddenly stopped in the middle of the hallway, as if Marcus vanished into thin air. But Rourke didn't believe in the impossible, only in things that hadn't been explained yet. While officers combed the surrounding forests, Dana turned her attention to the prison staff. Someone on the inside knew more than they were saying. Someone had helped Marcus disappear. But who and why? By nightfall, a new clue emerged. A guard finally broke under pressure and handed Dana a single, folded note found in the control room. When she opened it, her blood ran cold. Because the handwriting wasn't Marcus Hale's. The note was brief, written in a sharp, controlled hand. He's not who you think he is. None of us are. There was no signature, no timestamp, nothing to identify who slipped it into the control room. But Dana recognized one thing immediately. Whoever wrote it had intimate knowledge of Pelican Bay's inner workings. And that narrowed the suspect list to fewer than 20 people. She began interviewing guards one by one, watching their faces closely as she asked about Marcus Hale. Most avoided eye contact. Some were nervous. But one officer, Sergeant Lou Harris, didn't flinch at all. He stared at her with an unsettling calm, answering every question with clipped precision. Something about his confidence bothered her. He wasn't hiding fear, he was hiding control. Meanwhile, a deeper investigation into Marcus's past revealed cracks no one had noticed. Before his transfer to Pelican Bay, he'd filed multiple complaints about officer misconduct, all dismissed. There were rumors he tried to expose an underground network smuggling contraband through the prison's most secure wings. If those allegations were true, then Marcus hadn't escaped, he'd been removed. But the case took a darker turn when Dana obtained security logs from the night Marcus disappeared. Every door remained locked. Every alarm untouched. Except one anomaly. Harris's badge was used to access the restricted corridor leading to the SHU. When confronted, he didn't deny being there. Instead, he leaned back, eyes cold, and said, "Detective, I think you're asking the wrong questions." Dana's pulse quickened. Then what should I be asking? Harris smiled, a slow, deliberate smile that didn't reach his eyes. Like, who else walked out of Pelican Bay that night? And before she could respond, dispatch crackled through her radio with a chilling alert. Another inmate, one also presumed isolated and secure, had just been reported missing. The second disappearance shattered any illusion of coincidence. 2 inmates from the most fortified unit in California vanishing within hours, without alarms, without witnesses, without a trace. Dana rushed back to Pelican Bay, her mind racing. If this wasn't an escape, then it was an operation. And someone powerful was running it. The missing inmate, Victor Lorne, had a background eerily similar to Marcus Hale's, violent past, long sentence, but a sudden shift in behavior after reporting guard misconduct. Dana requested both men's disciplinary files, expecting the usual bureaucratic mess. Instead, she received 2 folders nearly identical in structure, identical warnings, identical transfer notes, identical redactions. Someone had scrubbed their histories clean. While reviewing hallway footage for the 3rd time, Dana noticed something she'd missed before, a brief flicker in the video, as if a frame had been deliberately removed. She enhanced it frame by frame until a single blurred figure appeared in the reflection of a steel door. Not Marcus. Not Victor. A guard. And not just any guard. Harris. Dana confronted him again, this time with backup. But Harris didn't run. He simply folded his hands and said, "You think I helped them escape? You're wrong. I helped them survive." He revealed the truth. Marcus and Victor weren't being freed. They were being moved. Hidden away after uncovering corruption tied to several officers, including superiors who feared exposure. Harris claimed he'd smuggled them out under the radar, protecting them from the very people sworn to keep the prison safe. But before Dana could process it, alarms blared through the facility. A body had been found near the outer fence, a guard, clutching a radio still crackling with distorted audio. Through the static, a voice whispered a final message. They didn't escape, they were hunted. If you think this story was intense, you're not ready for what comes next. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.